Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to use Nicole Diary plate number 90. It's really nice, although the images themselves are a little bit hard to pair together, but we did our best today. We've got two purple shades. We've got Lucky number 9 and we also have Glorious. They're kind of purple shade, but they've got this kind of bluey undertone. I think it will just depend how you look at it, whether you find it more bluey or purpley. But those are the two shades that we're using today. I also have a glitter in the background already to go there, which is a very similar shade to this Lucky number 9 shade that we're using today. And yeah, overall it's a very, very subtle set. It's much more subtler than what I've recently been coming out with, so hopefully that will tickle someone's fancy. For a little change, maybe it will be quite nice to see something a little bit more subtler. Today's idea was supposed to be to do something a bit more space-like, so those were the kind of images I was trying to pick up off the plates. And when it comes to today's crystal placement as well, I recently purchased a couple new charms and everything. I think there's already been a video about that, so if you haven't watched it, go check it out. But there were these really, really cool pointy back crystals from Shein or AliExpress, and they are stunning, and one of them looks literally space-like, so that's why I thought, let me try and incorporate this little crystal into the design, although it's not that little, and see where it takes me. So the design is pretty simple. I did have a bit of difficulties doing the crystal placement, so don't judge it too much. And overall with today's design, I just found it a little bit difficult to put together. I don't know, just nothing was calling my name, nothing was really drawing me to anything, and it was a little bit of a struggle. I'm still happy with how it came out. Sometimes these kind of designs are ones where I would maybe just pass from filming and showing you guys, but I received quite a lot of encouragement to post it, a lot of just comments to say that, you know, you guys might actually enjoy a bit more of a subtler, calmer set for once. So here it is. Let me know what you guys think and if you enjoy that kind of content a bit more sometimes. But when it comes back to the video, we've got one nail that's an ombre, one nail that's a marble, and then we've got two nails that are the light bluey shade, and one of them is the darker purple. Here is the glitter I've got. I feel like I've not used this forever, but I tried to pair a fine glitter in the colour that's the closest to the gel polish that I'm using here. So we're going to do a sugared effect on this nail. So I'm just sprinkling on the glitter on top of the nail, and then everything will go into the lamp. Everything has got 2 layers now. They're just waiting to be cured. So we're going to cure these, and now it's time for the stamping. So the stamping is basically all that's bringing into our design today. This is the showstopper, the art, the everything on our nails. So I really, really like those. It looks like planets or moons or a sun or something that's kind of got a full moon, and then it kind of like decreases in size, and I quite liked it, so I thought I will stamp that on our marble nail just in the center, just all the way down, and that would be all that we're doing on that nail. Here it is. And the next thing we're going to work on is, I don't know if you can see on our plate, I don't actually see it myself. Oh, I think it's at the bottom on the right hand side. There's this kind of like space with stars. So that's what we're going to pick up next. And I wanted to place it onto our marble nail. The reason I wanted to, the ombre nail. The reason I wanted to place it there was because at the top we've got the darker purple shade. So it's almost like we've got the sky, and then you've got the stars and the galaxies. And then below you've got the lighter shades. So below I wanted to, there's an image on the plate actually that's got like these mountains and stuff. So I wanted to place that down and almost create like a little scenery on the nail, which I think came out pretty well. Let me know what you guys think as well. But I think for just pairing up 2 different images, it actually worked out pretty well, and it looks pretty cool. So that's what we're using. If you wanted to be like even more extra with a nail, you could have done like gradients and all sorts, and you could have really elevated this kind of nail if you wanted to, but I was just trying to stick to just simplicity today. One plate, just 2 colors of gel polishes that work well together, and just see what we can create with it all together. So here it is. I've got to say it's probably my favorite nail for the whole design. We've got one more nail that we're going to stamp on. This one took some time, so I don't know if you noticed, but the footage when it comes to stamping is actually quite sped up. So I'm just going to clean up my plate, and I don't know if you can see right at the top, you can't really see now, I just took the plate, but at the top on the right hand side ish, not fully to the right, but just just about in the middle, there's this cloud with these lines sticking down from it, and I really like the cloud and not so much those little lines, but I thought let me stamp the first little cloud down with those lines on the dark purpley bluey nail in the center. And then I was wondering, what do I do for the rest of it? If you wanted to, you could have done glitter, you could have done crystals, but I decided to just continue with the cloud and almost create like a full cover nail image with the cloud. So I'm just constantly going to be picking this cloud up non-stop, just covering up the whole nail. Obviously not fully covering up, leaving gaps in between each cloud, but the whole idea is to cover the full nail, make it look like a full cover cloud nail. And the gaps that we are leaving in between each cloud, we're actually going to pop some crystals in between that later on in the video. So once we've placed this a couple of these clouds down, the last, very last step is going to be to place some crystals down, and that'll be it for today's design. That's literally it. Sweet and simple, very quick and easy. So yeah, let me know guys if you enjoy this kind of content, or would you prefer for me to just not upload easier designs and you really want to see the hard, intricate, you know, difficult, unique looking designs. Let me know, because I really want to create content that you guys like and want to recreate or feel inspired or teach something from. So yeah, definitely let me know. So almost like today's video is a bit more of like a showcase of this plate, if you could say, because the plate is basically the showstopper of today's design. I believe this is the very last cloud that we're going to stamp down now, which is just at the bottom. And then I think I just go ahead and apply a matte top coat first before we crack on with the crystal design. But if you are doing it on the client, make sure you do the crystals first before applying your top coat. It will help with the crystal retention. But of course, no one's wearing these today. This is just for video content purposes and just showcasing a design for you guys. So my matte top coat that I'm using today is from Macart. So I'm just going to apply that on all of those nails, excluding the glitter one, of course, and then pop it into the lamp. I will have them all nice and matte, ready to apply the crystal placements. So the cloud nail has just a regular AB. Just the boring blue nail, that's where we're going to actually place like the full on crystal placement. It's a mix between that space crystal that I mentioned before, a couple of AB, and a little bluey bow that I've actually dug out of my collection. Took me a while, and even just this whole placement was just a pain. It took me so long, although the set looks very easy and simple and looks like it took me a couple of minutes to create. It really didn't. I spent most of my time staring at the nails, researching ideas and inspiration and everything, and just nothing was clicking. I just envisioned nothing. I just could not see anything work. It was just a pain. Just a pain. So here where I'm placing the rhinestone glue gel is where we're going to place tiny little AB crystals. When I say tiny, it's the smallest ones I had in this little mix here. So I'm just going to place that, and I'm searching for them as well, because of course it's a mix. So I'm trying to find and maintain the same size across that whole nail. Because once you've placed a slightly bigger one, you'll be able to instantly tell that that one is much larger than the rest, and it kind of draws your attention to it. So if you can, try and avoid using different sizes if you're going to do this kind of thing, or just mix and match the sizes on that nail to make it like as if it was supposed to be that way, if that makes sense. So here I'm just moving things around. I actually switched out the container for my rhinestone glue gel. Macart do a runny rhinestone glue gel in like a tube, but they also do this very much thicker looking one, and those are great when you're using massive charms and you don't want them to move around. So here, rather than using a brush to apply the rhinestone glue gel, there will be just no way for a brush because it's so thick, and yeah, just very thick, and it just won't budge. I had to use a dotting tool. Here's the little crystal that I was talking about. It's so beautiful. I don't know if the background color was doing it justice, or the camera, but it's beautiful. It literally looks unreal. Literally looks like it came from space. Then we've placed the bow, then this little AB shaped crystal. Finally, we've placed a couple of tiny little ABs. And that will basically conclude everything today. That will go into the lamp for a nice cure everything into place. I'll pop it onto my little stand, and here are the final results. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I would love to see you all in my next video. Bye guys!